Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature. So let's just take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a pair of Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature trail running shoes, and this pair is in the men's UK size 9, US size 10, Europe 44, Brazil 42, 28 cm, and it's also in the women's US size 11.5, and this pair is in the black white colourway. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up the box lid to reveal the content inside and giving you a direct look inside the box of this Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature. And let's lift out the pair of trail running shoes. Of course, the contents that are inside of the box packaging. So just setting the box to the side, setting it on the left hand side of the tabletop and giving you a look at the pair of shoes. So just setting the right side in the background on the right and giving you a look at what appears to be a sticker with the Nike Trail design. Okay, just going to set that down on the left hand side of the tabletop and just doing some minor adjustments of the background with the box, and now giving you a look at the Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature in the black white colorway. And of course, let's take a look at the hang tag that's attached to it. So there is some product information on the hang tag. And just giving you a much closer in look there so you can see the information that's printed on the hang tag. And let's of course open it up as well. And giving you a look at the information that's printed on the inside of this hang tag. Okay, and just going to tuck the hang tag into the shoe so it doesn't interfere with the visuals of the shoe. And right here giving you a look at the Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature. And of course let's do a 360 rotation so you have a full and clear look of the shoe. And once again, just going to tweak the background so we have a clear and unobstructed look at the shoe. So further tweaking there, and now let's take a much closer in look at the details so we can see it does have a mesh and some synthetic materials as well. So some applied coating for the mudguard around the toe area in a stylized flame-like design or wave-like design. And as we move further back, once again we can see the different textiles and mesh design with the vamp or toe box area against the outer small toe area. So just giving you a much closer in look at the variation there, at the different materials. And as we move towards the back as well, we can see a kind of deconstructed Nike swoosh with the outer white stitching, and then of course an applied white Nike swoosh layered over or inside of that stitched Nike border. And the shoe does have a foam midsole as well, so giving you a look at this white foam midsole and just gently squeezing against it with my thumbs. Now we can see some information there as well. Just do it. Reason not required. And as we move towards the back of the shoe, we can see that on the laces there is a cable-like or cable lacing system built into the body of the shoe, or at least the upper of the shoe. And once again we see the continuation of that foam midsole with a contour-like design sweeping towards the back or heel of the shoe. And of course back again towards the top, taking a look at the details with the coating or layering or applied covering of the uppermost layer. You can see right there, giving some durability from wear against the mesh underlayer. And so take a look from the back, so giving you a look at the Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature from the back. We can see on the pull loop on the heel tab with some stylized symbols. To represent the trail or off-road nature. Of this trail running shoe. So once again giving you a look at the details with that swoop back heel design. As we move back towards the inner side of the shoe, once again we see the coating and the variations of the different upper materials with the mesh coating, as well as the different textures as well when it comes to the mesh design. And once again we see that cable lacing system integrated into the upper of the shoe. So moving back towards the front or toe of the shoe, giving you a look once again at the variations of the textures that make up the upper. And now taking a look from the front or tip or toe of the shoe and moving slowly towards the back. And of course taking a look at the tongue as well. So once again we see a pull loop design on the tongue of the shoe, in addition to the heel that we saw earlier. And let's pop the hang tag out so we can see the details more clearly around the ankle collar, tongue and inside of the shoe. And so we see the model name vertically orientated on the pull loop on the tongue. So right there, giving you a look at the details. Worn to be wild. And now taking a look at the back of the tongue. So the tongue does have a very light yet puffy feel to it. So let's try and give you a look at the details. Of course, the pretty much blacked out upper, making it slightly challenging to see the details clearly, but nonetheless, if we work slowly around, we should be able to capture some detail. So at the back of the tongue, just trying to give you a look at the back label there on the back of the tongue, and of course the lining as well. So very light yet puffy. And of course taking a look at the ankle and heel collar, so we can see that it does have a very light to firm bolstering around the ankle and heel collar. So you can see right there the overall details as I squeeze on the ankle and heel collar of this Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature. Okay, and of course taking a look on the inside of the shoe, so we can see the composition label sticker on the sock liner, and of course the inside lining details of the shoe. And giving you a look at the laces as well with their aglet tips. And of course now taking a look at the sole or bottom of the shoe, so just tucking in that hang tag once again. And now taking a look at the bottom or sole of the shoe and giving you a look at its design, so we can see the overall traction pattern or tread design of the shoe with the blocky lugs for its traction pattern. And we can see, of course, the various flex screws as well. So giving you that detailed look at that rubber sole with that foam midsole showing through in white. And of course just going to tap on the various parts of the sole to give you some sense of its design. So we can see the Nike Next Nature design there. And of course once again that foam midsole, so just pressing it on it as well, so we can see lots of channels there and grooves for flexibility and of course grip. And now let's do a flexibility bend and twist test with my hands to give you some idea of the firmness, stiffness or pliability of the shoe. And of course squeezing on the sides and the edges of the sole as well. and just puffing the shoe back in shape. And now let's take a look at the right side of the Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature. And let's do a 360 rotation with this side so you can see the full details right there. And of course let's neaten the shoe up. And once again taking a close-up look at the details, so we see the coating or applied outer surface or cover of the upper and the various mesh details as well. And of course with the laces, oval laces with an integrated lacing system, as you can see, integrated into the upper of the shoe. And of course that pull loop on the tongue and on the heel. And of course taking a look at the back of the tongue once again, this time with the right shoe, and of course with the sock liner or insole we can see the Nike Trail logo on the sock liner. So you can see the Nike Trail logo as well on the inner side of the shoe. Same thing with the left hand side or left foot side. And of course taking a look at the bottom or sole of the shoe, once again we see that angled or aggressive lug design. On the very chunky foam midsole. So it's just giving you a sense of that rubber traction pattern as I drag my finger along its surface. Now let's take a look at the pair together, side by side. And from the front to the back. Directly from the back and of course the bottoms or soles of the shoes. So that's the Nike Juniper Trail 2 Next Nature. Thanks for watching and happy running!